It was a very nice experience meeting all these people. It's a chance, it's a possibility to learn other people.
It provided me with both the assistance I needed from the tutor and with the actual knowledge of doing this again and again.
I learned here a lot of things, but the most important for me is how to present the story, how to present my work.
Learning from the people who are into it, like in the personal projects and all of that, it's very helpful too.
I'm really glad now we have the opportunity to edit with a tutor and with the whole group, so then again, getting ideas, maybe the editing will be totally different from what I did.
It helps me a lot, and when I compare with my previous photo stories, me personally, I feel that there is little bit more of improvement, and it will help me in the future also as well.
I learned new things, and that's the most important. That's why we are here.
No one in the world today will give you 2 months to do a story. It's such a privilege to work on this.
That's what this program allowed me to have a grant, to work for a long time on something, and to try to bring it to this level.
Well, I want to thank World Photo for giving us this chance, and I wish that it will change the way foreign media and also Balkan media look at their own issues. Most of us photographers were stuck into the Balkans, and rarely we have a publication outside, so maybe through World Press Photo we can get to be known that we exist in that area.
It gives you perspective of other people's work. It's a learning process about yourself and brings awareness about yourself and about everybody else's work and process and the way they read images. And that was the good thing about the 3 different tutors, because sometimes even they did not agree. It's very good for photographers to understand that you will not be perceived in the same way. Your work will meet challenges with different editors or different viewers.
I had 2 things in mind. First, I wanted to choose something that I had not done before and that would be very difficult to do, because I thought that's the best way to learn something. And secondly, I wanted it to be really personal, so I started looking into that area, the neighboring countries, mostly in the countries in former Yugoslavia. And after I started reading more and more about it, somehow, to me, everything seemed to connect with religion.
My story is about mixed marriages between Serbs men and Albanian women. I found interesting the story because in 21st century somebody is going to buy a woman because he cannot find a woman in his village, and especially because it was war between Serbia and Kosovo Albanians, and now they are in a situation that searching for love.
These are the illegal coal miners who digging the holes above the legal miners. This city has a high rate of unemployment, so the only thing that they can earn money, especially that area, is digging the coal. I had access to this particular crew with 4 to 5 guys, different generations, from 17 years old to 50 years old.
Well, I shot a story about a small village in Macedonia, which is on the border with Kosovo, and the story is about the life in this village, as this village was the starting point of internal conflict in Macedonia. There were many stories done in this village, but they all had to do with the war and the soldiers, but no one really did a story about the life and people, how they live in. So that's my story.
I'm doing the Balkan kitchen, and why did I decide to do the Balkan kitchen? It was because that's something that unites the Balkans. And I was thinking, yeah, okay, when you think about the Balkans, you don't only think geographically about it, and it's also the history that we share together, and kitchen and food, it's a part of it.
The name of my story is called Toxic Legacy. It is about environment in Kosovo. I worked for 2 months in Kosovo. There is a huge issues to address, and to change. So that was my point. It's newborn country, of course, and they have all the economic troubles, but the inheritance of previous system, like old power plants and factories like that, polluting all over the place, and they have more than 5,000 victims of cancer each year, and it's going up, despite the other illnesses they have. So it was a tragic story to tell, and difficult because of the pollution, but I think on the end I make my point with the picture story.
So my story is about Romanian teenagers, and actually it's about transition. It's about this beautiful period of life when you're so innocent, when you have so many dreams, when you fall in love so easily. All the teenagers from villages, from small cities, they wanted actually to go to a big city because they don't have possibilities, but they really lose something on this night train from their place to Bucharest or Cluj or any other university center. They literally lose something, maybe not overnight, but in that transition.
Well, my story, I named it Reporter with Borders, just because it's very personal. So it means that I cannot travel without visa in other places except 3 neighboring countries like Macedonia, Montenegro and Albania. So that's why I named. But I also had an experience before with borders. When I was a refugee, I was in Montenegro, and also I was trying to go to Albania. And then I went back 11 years just to visit again those places and shooting there. Yeah, it's very different because now it's not such a lot of people in the road, so it's very quiet and it's very different. So maybe you can see the grave there and some of the memories.
It's mainly about the rural areas and how they developed since the labor force migrated to Western Europe. The pictures are mostly made in Romania, in northern part of Romania, in Maramureș, which used to be one of the most traditional area in Romania. And this area developed in the last year very, very quickly. So you can see a very, very weird mixture of old life and new life, with huge villas and mixed with traditional farming life.
My project is called Sleeping Goat on the Red Mountain, and it describes the life in a village in a very close relationship to a mine, a gold mine, which is the biggest on the Balkan Peninsula, and which is also a battlefield in a political arena and in an environmental arena. And I focus mostly on the people. Yes, I was mostly interested in the people that everybody else had kind of forgotten.
Because there's not been done a lot about. There are not so many stories of communism were shown from Albania, and it was just in 1991 that fought the communism. And I think it's very important to show the world what happened, what people suffered until 1991 in Albania.
Balkan is losing somehow the identity, because this urgent, this need to be like Europe, to be like somebody else, you know. I think it's related also. It manifests itself in our choices of music, and it's like even in my country they're doing new roads, new highways, and they say it's new, and you know, so it's such a symbolic thing. Everything is new. Everything is could be seen from a new perspective.